Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome back to me, I guess, drawing every day for a new year. This is week January 21st to January 27th. Let's get into it. The first spread, my niece, who I haven't seen in person in a while, so it was nice to catch up with her over a Zoom session and sitting. And girls at that age talk a lot. My niece is no exception, and it was like 10 minutes of talking with 10-15 minutes of sitting. So this is the result of it. I think it's a fairly close depiction of what she actually looks like. And the purpose of my drawing her is, one, to practice more portrait drawing and getting the likeness of my sitters, but also how do I use ink and how do I lay down line work to depict shadow work in a consistent and expressive way. I'm not too sure yet if this works, but it sort of covers all the bases of shadow and light and dark and all these different values at play in her face. The next spread, Subway Man sleeping. Always great to do a subway drawing. It tests my ability to quickly depict a person in their entirety in the subway stops that I have. So I think I was going to work that day, so I have about 5 subway stops, all told about a 10-minute ride to my destination stop. And this lady, to be quite honest, I was at the same Tim Hortons I usually am for my welding class. I just drop by for coffee, sit down, do a bit of sketching. This lady was there that night, and she had a great hairdo. That's what caught my attention, so I tried to sketch her there. This one, I'm not too sure how this came about, but this is 70s Will. What if I grew up in the 70s and I had chest hair, which I don't, but you know, that is the 70s image. Big afro, big collars. That is me, and I got a hoot out of doing it. I should have changed the glasses. Instead of what I'm wearing right now, they should have been heart-shaped or something like that to fall more in line with the 70s vibe. My classmate in welding class, Raymond, he got there early and offered, well, I asked if he could sit for me, so I put him down, and I think that was a 10-minute sitting, and this was the Tim Hortons that is near my welding school, and I got this gentleman down. Subway person. This pose, actually, I was exposed. I was on the outside seat of a double-seater, and this man was on his phone, not asleep, something that I normally gravitate towards, but he had such a great look to him and pose, and he didn't look up once from his phone, and I sketched him that night, or during that ride. Back at the Tim Hortons, it looks like how I drew this. They were sitting at the same time at this particular table, but he was sitting down first by himself. He got up, and this student sat down in that seat, and I just drew it so they looked like they were together. And these two are my co-workers. That is, what's his name again? Patrick, that's right. And that's John, and they were in the lunchroom, and I happened to get them for a quick sketch. Subway person, he was deep into his thoughts, and he had his hand in his hood, scratching his hair, scratching his head, but he kept on sort of shifting back and forth, and this was basically what I got of him and sort of filled in the spaces while he moved to different positions. My coworker, Chris, I rarely get to see him over lunch, but this was one of the few times, so I asked him if I could sketch him, and he was a gamer. He sort of stayed in this pensive pose for me for a good 10 minutes. And the last sketch of this particular week on January 27th is another what if scenario. What if I grew up in the 70s, but instead of the afro, I had the long hair, the sort of barely grown mustache, the rose-colored glasses, the big collar again. And I really enjoyed doing this particular sketch from imagination, I guess. I did a short shorts video that I'll link to up above. You could see the whole process of this particular drawing, but I really like how it turned out. I'll probably do more what-if scenarios of myself, like in different genres or different eras, and you'll see that in future shorts and also future sketchbook videos. So that is it, folks. This ends week number 4 of me sketching every day in 2024. And like I said in previous videos of this year, I won't be uploading precisely on Sundays, but I will try to get to uploads of my weekly sketchbook entries for you to see. So thanks again. I hope you enjoyed your mini sketchbook tour video with me. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.